What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. It is almost 2024. I hope you all have a wonderful New Year's celebration. Before the year ends, we have another Guild Wars showcase for two more heroes that were just recently buffed. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, please like, and if you want to see more videos, please subscribe. Let's get into this. Now, if you haven't seen the thumbnail yet already, now you know. We will be showcasing Dark Nicholas. He is really good. I felt like he was really good before his buff, but they actually just made him better. So with his ultimate ability, when he uses his ult, he actually decreases his HP. Before, people would just avoid him until the very end, especially if you had him on defense, right? You could just play around him. Where now you kind of can't, because he sacrifices his own HP, which essentially just gives him more damage, because he goes into his dark avatar state once he hits under 50% HP threshold. And it's not just his ultimate ability where he sacrifices HP, it's also his basic. So if you got him in counter set, or what it's called in Ace Divine set, where he counter attacks, he's going to be sacrificing his HP every single counter, so we can see some fun business with that. So we're definitely going to be enjoying him. For our set that we are going to be trying him out, of course, it's got to be Divine set, because we just want to see big damage, big basics, a lot of basics, right? We don't want to get no basics, because there's going to be a little RNG here since we are playing for the basic attacks. We might even lose Dark Nick, who knows, but we've also got him on immunity for the two-piece, because I almost feel like immunity set was made for the Nick brothers. Their hard counter is control, especially the no positive effect debuff. So if you just throw that immunity set on them for that first round, that can just completely negate some of those debuffs, and just, I don't know, make them more of a threat, make them harder to kill. And we've got him on attack percent main stat for this Astro Crest, HP percent main stat for the Tome, and for attack percent for the Grail. I kind of went attack percent priority just because he has really good base attack. He has even better base attack once you get his A1, that attack ascension. I think it jumps up to like 1600. But you know, because we want to have kind of an equal ratio between crit damage and attack, I might even want to go for less attack here. But honestly, I like using him as an attack bait against Adirix in general, so I do like to lean a little more attack heavy on him, just because of his basic and against Adirix, really. But his total stats, we've got 7.4k attack, some HP. You definitely need some HP on him, because most LD abusers that have Light Yolanda, they'll tend to use the blast spell that ignores defense, and that can hit up to like 15,000, and that completely ignores all your passives, everything. So you just want to try to make sure you're above that threshold, otherwise you'll just be getting spelled consistently, constantly, always, forever and ever. It's no good. So get that HP up. Crit rate, you want that capped. Speed, not necessary. We have him on Divine set. We want him to be going after the opponent moves to take the maximum amount of damage. Hopefully not too many attacks, otherwise he might just get completely killed. But yeah, you don't need him to be too fast. And then some precision, of course. That's always nice, so you don't deflect. I've seen some people do some crazy agility builds, but let's try for as much consistency as possible today, even though we are using the counter set. So let's go to our next hero. Next up, we do have the lovely Dark Ezreina. I'm excited to showcase her for you guys today, because I've been sitting on her for a while. I just got her upgraded trait, and then they just buffed her, so it's just perfect timing. And I do want to kind of go over her kit again, because she's been reworked over time. So her ultimate, it's an AoE ability, applies unhealable and then 3 stacks of ignite if it's booked. And they just buffed it to where her unhealable cannot be removed, which is actually huge, because that counters Badmar, that counters so many healers like Lightophilias. If you debuff Dark Andre, he's not going to be able to cleanse the healable, and he's not going to be able to heal back up to full right away. So this is such a big change to her. For counterattack, I do not believe, well actually it has been changed. I'm not sure if it was this recent patch, but they increased it to 100% chance to apply the silence, so that is amazing. And then if you do have her booked, you have an additional chance of removing 2 positive effects, so that is pretty solid. I mean this passive and this ultimate ability, today we're probably just going to be using her for damage, so since these are AoEs, we're just going to throw her in the Avery set and see how it goes. But the basic ability is also nice. It's a 75% chance if booked to stun. And then we've got the lovely trait that was just buffed. So before, she gave herself a shield, tiny. It was literally the smallest shield ever because it was like 20% of her max HP. Now it's based off of 50% of her max HP at the start of battle. And then once you get her upgraded trait, it's based off of her max HP and her attack. So the shield just gets bigger and bigger, as well as if you do have her upgraded trait, you're going to ignore all of the target's resistance. This is huge. This is so huge because this character goes from unupgraded trait requiring focus to upgraded trait. No focus needed. And she is a stat heavy monster. So this is just, I'm excited to showcase her for you guys today. That is also another reason why I am kind of lenient towards max HP, because the shield is based off your max HP and it's not your max attack. Otherwise, I'd probably go a little more favorable on the attack. I do like a mixture of the both for sure. This build isn't set in stone by any means. It might change. And really, this is just for guild versus guild, right? I just need damage from her in today's video, hopefully. Going forward, I'm going to be trying her on like a triple raider build to see how it does, and I'll definitely make a video for you guys to showcase that. But today we've got attack, we've got HP, we've got speed as well. I'm not too sure if I want to have her this fast, but it might be handy, especially if we go against like speedy Adelins. She can get a move in before anybody does some nonsense. We've got some crit rate on her. Now I do have her fully booked, so she actually only needs 60% crit rate because she gets 40% true strike. Remember guys, if a hero has true strike and you have their maximum true strike that they give from books, you only need 60% crit, because you're either going to crit 60% of the time or you're going to true strike 40% of the time in PvP. So for anybody that hasn't known that, was kind of curious what true strike does, there you go. We've also got some crit damage on her because since we are kind of closer to that 100% crit rate, we're going to be critting more often than not, so we definitely want that crit damage. Like I said, we don't need focus. She's A2. If yours is not A2, you're going to need focus. It's an unfortunate thing. I still think she's going to be really good just because of her ult. That unhealable not being removable is going to be huge, guys. And then some precision for the no deflects. Definitely don't want to get deflected. Here is our set. So we're rocking Raider, Avarice set for, you know, damage, speed. For our relics, we've got attack percent. For the crest, we've got HP percent for the tome. I honestly want to get her on HP percent main stat here for this Grail, but I just don't have anything available. So this is just what we're working with. Our first opponent today is going to be Rapto. He is rocking Adeline, Dehaz, Dark Orc, Guan Yu for the first team. So we have to kind of expect to be crowd controlled and joint attacked at the very beginning. And then Dark Hazel is going to be a menace as well. This team is kind of terrifying. Automatically, I mean, there's no cleanser here, so we're definitely going to go Cordelia, Karma, and then probably Dark Nick. We're going to be taking a lot of damage, so hopefully they joint into Dark Nick. That would be wonderful. Adeline is also going to ult into Dark Nick because he's dark. He's rocking immunity, so he should be able to eat her debuff pretty well. For the second team, Light Yolanda. So we're bringing in Guan Yu for sure to kind of help take her out and basic into her. He's got Fire Melissa to counter Guan Yu. So that means we have to either bring in some mitigation or someone to keep our Guan Yu alive to be able to take that hit. So Shane, A5 if you do have him, or Irisol is probably really good for this slot. He's got a Nero for the 15 speed down, so I have to be aware if I am trying to do the speed race. But I also have to be aware because Nero is super tanky and he has really good AoE damage. So I'm probably just going to be bringing in the water prison spell to stun him up. And then he also has... Who is this? What is her name? What is her name? Alicia. He also has Alicia. She's hard countered by Dragon Esrina. So you guys will see what Dragon Esrina, how they kind of react to each other mechanic wise. I believe at the start of the battle, Alicia gives everybody stealth. Esrina counters, applies silence. So I'm hoping that we're more favorable for the second team. The first one is definitely going to be scary though. But for today's, the battle, we're going to be showcasing both Dark Nick and Dark Esrina. These are different teams that I have not tried before. I just want to put that as a little disclaimer, okay? We're in tricky waters today. We might completely it, we might not, but we are going to be bringing in Cordelia because there's no cleanser. Karma for the cleanser. We need, I don't know, for some reason I feel like we really need some sort of mitigation, and Tashir's really good against heroes that true strike, especially. Normally I'd be all about bringing in Atara here, or Badmar, but I mean Badmar, if he heals up Dark Nick, we're going to be dealing less damage. Atara, she gives you defense, but these guys have true strike, so they're going to ignore defense, and then Tashir has the damage share, so I don't know, hopefully it works. If not, we could just not worry about it. Well, yeah, we'll just go to the next battle. But team 2, we've got Guan Yu, we've also got Shane, we've got Freya. I've been really liking Freya. She synergizes really well with Guan Yu too, and just having her on like a really fast triple, having both these guys triple raider, being able to open the battle with buff into joint attacks is always good stuff, especially if you're going into light Yolanda who needs multiple hits to be taken down like that. And yeah, there we go. All right, so spells, water prison. We're rocking water prison to stun. I'm thinking first team we stun Adeline, and then second team we stun Nero. So wish me luck, guys. Alrighty, so we do get stunned, so we counter his Dark Orc. We only get, oh my gosh, okay. We get joint, Tashir gets jointed. That's not too bad though. This is why we kind of made her a little tankier, specifically for that. I think we can... Who are we trying to... Man, now that I think about this, who are we trying to work down here? Do we go for the... I think we go for the Guan kill. Just because we don't want to get joint attacked anymore. I think would not be good stuff. Tashir's mitigation should help us out, especially against these... Okay. So she gets morphed. Especially, I mean, we get a speed buff whenever D Hazel applies his buffs too, so that's... Or we could morph him right now. I think we do that. So that's one thing. I really feel like Adeline, if you have her on defense, you have to bring her with a cleanser because she's just going to get Cordelia immediately. So let's just go ahead. Morph Dehaz. We also have Cordelia on Resonance. And then that's another thing. Resonance... I feel like Resonance really synergizes with Dark Nick. Because he does that joint and then he sacrifices his HP and then, good things happen. So let's see how much HP Dark Orc 22k. Can we do that? 15k. Okay, so not like a crazy amount there, but we got the win. D Nick was pretty solid just because he has that extra survivability. Here, okay, hold on. What's happening? So we counterattacked. Decent damage, by the way. Hold on, for some reason there's a bug. Still shows Dark Nick there, but really solid damage from Dark Esrina from that counter. Interesting. Sorry guys, this is my first time really testing her in the Avery set, so I've got to take notes of whether or not this is like super worth it. Who knows? Okay, so Fire Meliza does ult. We have A5 Shane, so we are able to survive that, luckily. I'm thinking... So we absolutely stun up Nero. I think we just go ahead and basic here. Bum, bum. I think we buff up Darkest Arena. Yeah, because Guan Yu is gonna be able to basic Divine Yolanda, Nero stunned up, so we don't really have to worry about too much. This is why I really like Guan Yu going into light Yolandas. She was such a menace before his release, to be honest with you guys. So right here we just ult, let the damage rain, and there we go. So Dragon Ezreal does hard counter Alicia on defense. Our second opponent's gonna be SSJ Patrick. He's rocking light Yolanda, light Nick, Fire Meliza, and SSA. So like a speedy, bruisery, aggressive top team. Automatically, I see a light Nick. I think Badmar. I think I need more mitigation because I want to bring in Cordelia for this SSA. So I'm thinking Atara, Badmar, Cordelia just as our core, and then of course we've got to try out Dark Nick here in the top. For the bottom, he's got Dark Orc, Guan Yu, Adeline, and Tara. Okay, so some mitigation to buff up, make everybody tanky. Really heavy hitting single targets. So Shane A5 is going to be really core. Aerosol's a really good option. He's the light epic hero. Karma, because there's a Dark Orc, of course. And then Darkest Arena should help us out a little bit with this Adeline, but it potentially can... Yeah, it potentially could be a little scary. For the top team, we've already kind of talked about what we're going to use, but Cordelia, we're going to go with her leader for the most HP. Dark Nick, I'm a little worried because Badmar's healing, but I'm not too worried because Dark Nick does sacrifice his HP now. So those kind of balance each other out, hopefully. We could potentially lose Dark Nick here, but we'll see how it goes, right? For the team number 2, we're rocking Darkest Arena for the leader because that's the only one we have. We've got Freya. Both these triple rate are really fast. Karma for the cleanse. Water Prison, spell plus revive. For the top team, we're gonna be stunning, I think, Light Nick. Probably Light Nick, because I think we killed SSA with Cordelia round 1. And then for the second team, we're gonna be stunning up Adeline with Chain. So just remember, build focus on your Water Prison stunners, and wish me good luck, guys, because I'm gonna need it. Okay. So good counterattack. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I was thinking that, okay, so maybe we should not have. Okay, we lost our Cordelia. This is not good at all. Because we can't revive her. She's gone forever. Oh no. I think so game plan has changed a little bit. I think we have to stun up this SSA for sure. And then we've got to just start working down this light Yolanda. Which one does more? I think this one does most damage. The thing is, we don't really have anybody on don't have anybody on resonance, so we can't be bringing Dark Nick with more damage. So if he dies, we're kind of done for. So thinking that we've got to, I mean, it really doesn't matter, right? Whichever one, just, I guess we just basic into light Yolanda, and then we've got to keep basicking. We gotta hope for some counter attacks, something. I was hoping Cordelia would be alive still, because as soon as Holy Yolanda uses that skill too, we're able to get that bonus turn. nuke another person, but now that everybody's still here, it is not looking good for us. Yeah, because man, we have to go for the big damage now from our dark Nick, because SSA is gonna ult into him and it is not gonna be good. And I don't think we can kill, to be honest with you guys. I do not think that we can kill unless, okay, hold on, 5-head move here. We ult, he heals us up. Okay, no, does not work. But I mean, hold on. Maybe we could have still won. Maybe we could have still won. All right, we're gonna try to save somebody here. Okay, hopefully it's Dark Nick. So fun fact for you guys, if you revive here and then you click this button on the top right, it'll skip to your next. It'll forfeit your current battle, enter to your next, but anybody alive still will be saved. Just a little fun fact. Dang it! I thought we had something going. I thought we could make Cordelia tanky enough, especially if we gave her guard, especially a Tara on her side, but we live and we learn, right, boys? Okay, so we've been joint attacked, we've been controlled, we got a counter from Karma onto Dork. We're definitely gonna be nuking down this Guan, or trying to. Nice. I cannot believe how much damage Karma does, guys. I've got her on like a dragon scale HP build, and she was just able, I guarantee you that was like a 25k HP Guan with the damage reduction, because you guys have to remember 30% damage reduction your first few rounds of guild battle. So okay, so we are gonna be stunning up this girl, we're gonna be buffing up our girl, we are going to be dropping this ult. Do we need to drop this ult? You know, we might as well. We could defense down a Tara, less mitigation for everybody. And then I do believe that if we just ult into her, she should be dead. Okay, I'm hoping that she's dead. Okay, she's not dead. Oh no. And she got, oh no. Things aren't looking good again, guys. Actually, things are okay. Things are okay. We're just gonna lose everybody right now. She can't counter attack us, so that's the main reason why we're going into her. Let us just go ahead and drop our ult. I think I revive now, just in case. Hopefully we kill. Hopefully she doesn't RNGS. Please, 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 please. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Guys, I'm such a noob. I'm totally inting right now. I totally forgot that she applied our debuff and that she's gonna heal back up. Holy bananas. Are we done for? Are we done for? Let me drop that stagnation back on her, just so she's not doing any craziness. We did stun her though, so there's that. I think I'm playing Darkest Rena wrong right now. I think I should just be basicking while she has her debuff. Yeah, I don't know. I think we should have just basicked instead of gone for the full heal. But lessons learned. You know, when you're not using these heroes consistently, you just aren't super familiar with the gameplay. As well as some things don't go as well to plan. And that just happens. So let's go to our next battle. We've got our final battle for today's video, and we have lost a lot of guys. So it's time to improvise. We've got to go full cleave, full aggro. For team number 1, he's rocking a bruiser heavy Adeline, Dehazel, Guan Yu, joint attack nonsense, plus the new broken LD that completely negates support heroes. So you definitely have to go aggressive on this defense. Yeah, we've got to be prepared for joint attacks. We've got to be prepared for tankiness. So we did a Garanol cleave. I'm not too sure if Garanol will have enough damage, so I did bring in a second damage dealer, Bocce. Hopefully he's fast enough. Hopefully everything is super clean. The only issue I can see really is if Adeline heals too much, but hopefully that's not the case, right? On this team number 2, we've got Light Yolanda, Zoltan, Atara, and Karma. So he's got Cleanse, he's got Mitigation, he's got a Bruiser, and he's got a real nice single target threat that can just snipe your guy right away. So first and foremost, Guan Yu. Whenever I see Light Yolanda, guys, start just thinking Guan Yu whenever you see her face, okay? Because you're just gonna basic her. We've got Zoltan, so we need someone to ignore defense. So we've got Rick. We've also got a support to kind of buff up everybody's damage on that second team, Shane, as well as give us some survivability with his A5 trait. And then once again, trying to showcase Dark Nick in Darkest Arena as best as possible. If Garanol does not kill this Dark Hazel, we could potentially see an infinite stun machine coming out of Darkest Arena, because she no longer needs focus, she ignores resistance. Usually Dark Hazels are built pretty high resistance, so potentially if you have good enough RNG, you can just consistently stun them up with your basic if you're faster than them and so on. Enough talk though, let's make sure our spells are right. So Agile Leap and Revive for the top, because once again we're using Fire Meliza. She's on Triple Raider. Bachi, by the way, is on an Assassin DPS set. Garanol's on an Avarice DPS set. Attack priority, of course. For this team number 2, we've got Guan Yu Resonance, Dark Nick Divine, Shane on a Triple Raider, and our Rick on Triple Raider DPS as well to kind of try to snipe somebody. We're gonna Rage Aura Rick on that second team. Let's make sure our leader abilities are correct. Let's do this. So we do get joint attacked on Darkest Arena. That wasn't too bad. And also, I didn't realize that with Wilsey on defense plus Guan Yu, she also makes some joint, kind of similar to how Dark Orc and Guan Yu react together. So that's interesting to note. But we're gonna Agile Leap into our Garanol. Let's just check how much HP everybody has. So 45,000. 45,000. That's actually insane. So oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I guess our Darkest Reno is not fast enough or tanky enough. I'm thinking she wasn't fast enough, because if we would have maybe brought her on like a Triple Raider, we would have been able to have her stun up Adeline or Dark Hazel before someone got off this revive. So now we're in like a really tricky situation, because we deflect too. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is definitely a loss for sure. Okay, we'll play it. But we'll lose like a man. Let's not skip it. Okay. Alright. Hopefully this battle does not go the same. Anywho, let's just double check everyone's HP. So 25k on Zoltan. He's gonna be our main target. I think we just buff up Rick here. I think we can go ahead and just basic into Zoltan to decrease his defense even further. We probably don't even have to Rage Aura. Yeah, we get the snipe, so that's really nice. And then we could just go ahead and Rage Aura our Guan, get this basic off, and then the threats are pretty much out of the way here. It was nice that we got that joint for the additional damage as well. Can we get some counters on our side? I feel like we've been really unlucky with our counterattack. I don't know. I haven't seen any counterattacks this entire video. But, okay guys. You know, these LDs might not be as meta as our last showcase, but they definitely got buffed to the point to where they can compete with these newer LDs. And remember, you know, we were only trying to max one LD per team. Of course, you don't have to do that yourselves. We're just trying to showcase the potential that some of these guys have by themselves. Unfortunately, maybe this Avarice build isn't the best, so we'll definitely have to go back to the drawing board. I was having fun with the Triple Raider build, so I'll have to come out with the RTA video for all of you guys to see how you like that, because I really like doing as fast as possible. Since she doesn't need focus, you just go for a stun, or you could pivot to your ult depending on if someone has immunity or whatnot. And then she's also a little bit tankier. For Dark Nick, I felt like he's in a lot better than he was before, but also he was really good before. He's got that same role, you know, damage dealer, anti-cleave. He just does it a little better now. Preferably don't use him with Badmar, guys, because I do think we ended a little bit by bringing in Badmar. Otherwise, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I know I learned a lot. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a happy new year.